Hello out there, this is my tutorial GUI programming with Python. My name is Friedrich Weitz, I'm from Germany, Berlin, and I promised you to show how to change other properties of the label and the button widget, and of course of several other widgets too, because the most properties are equal in the same or for the different widgets. So we just get back to our little program, and I want to have two buttons and two commands. So I just copy this button, but I write here my second button and change the command to change call to. Here I have to change this to, and here I have to put the or pack the but 1 and the but 2. So I have to change these all, and I need a new method change call to. Well, and label. I want to show you another way to change the properties, and I do this with the command config, and I just type the name of the desired label dot config. And here it's like in the constructor, I just type in bg and change it like I did in the constructor, and I want to have the first color back. So, and you can use this way of changing the properties if you have just one property. And if you have several properties, it is easier to use config. So, and when I want to have a foreground color for the letters, for the writing, and this is FG. FG is the short for foreground. And I like to have, for example, a darker blue, and 33 FF. This should be a darker blue. And here I like to have a darker green. Let's take in quotes hashtag 22 FF22. Well, that should do it. And note that I don't change the foreground color here, so it will my label will have 3 foreground colors. The first one, or the original one, which should be black, and then these two ones I don't change back to black. So let's look if we have invalid syntax. Wow. And you see, I can't do it that way. Wow. Didn't note this at once. So, and I have to change it that way if I want to keep my first sentence here like it is. So, and wow, my computer is slowly. You see, I have a second button, and I click on the first button, and it's changing to green. Wow, that is not. It's not readable. Well, let's see if the other is better. well, that's better, but the first one I will change it. We can change it. So you see changing between the colors. Well, so let's have another color. Let's have brown, red, or red, brown here. I think this should do it. So we can change other properties. For example, we can change, that is pretty cool, it's like a style sheet. We can change the font, and I like to have Arial 16 pixels high, and I like to have it italic. Oh no, bold. So, and just have a look. And you see, wait, that is pretty cool. I have a very big font here. And you can read it pretty good, and I can change it. Well, this is cool. So, what can we do now? We can change the width and the height of the label. For example, the width. Well, and here we have to watch carefully, because the width is not in pixels, but in the width of the letters. So if I type, for example, 25, these are 25 letters in width, and not 25 pixels, which should be really narrow. And the same is with height. These are columns, rows, and if I type 3, we have 3 columns and not 3 pixels. So 3 rows, 3 rows, not 3 pixels. So let's have a look on this. And you see, our label got really big. You have 3 rows, 3 possibilities to show your text, and it is very large. You can change width and height too, and you can make the label really small, and you can make it big by clicking on the button, which gives a strange effect, because the window is getting smaller and bigger like it wants to. So, but even if you're are declaring the width of the label, you can change the width of the main window. So, I'll show you another property. This is anchor, and you're not saying the anchor is at the bottom or the top or on the right or on the left, but you do it in directions. For example, west, and west means right, left. So, and let's have a look on it. Now you see that the sentence has wandered to the left, and you can do it with north. That will move the sentence to the top, or the text to the top, like here. And here it's east, you type in east, and this is south, so it's going to the bottom. And you even can type in, for example, northwest, and this will take it to the left upper corner. like here. So you see, it's pretty easy to manipulate the properties. And of course you can change this meanwhile the user's doing something, so you have a lot of flexibility to change labels, and you can do the same with buttons and so on and so on. Okay, but these are some main properties you can change to alter the look, and I'll show you in the next video how to put images into the labels and the buttons, and this is pretty easy and pretty cool too. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you enjoyed it, please give me a thumb up, and we'll see us in the next video.